Hey, what's up guys, and welcome to Xbox On. I have been very lucky enough to kind of get my hands on Star Wars Battlefront 2. I'm also joined by producer Matthew.
Hello.
Yeah, like, the thing is, right, I think you're probably a bit jealous because I got to play the game.
Yeah, well, you're sounding a little hoarse today, Benny, so I wonder if you've just been screaming with excitement at the wonders of Battlefront 2.
When am I not screaming with excitement? That's the thing, right? Honestly, it's the best thing about E3 week is so many new games, right? So much fun. Star Wars Battlefront 2 has got to be up there.
So, should we kick off with some of the cool new stuff that we're going to be seeing in this game?
Yeah, let's go.
So, I think we just have to talk about to start with. You know, I'm looking at this footage here. It looks amazing.
Yeah, like, I think that's the thing. Like, visually, they've done such a huge job since Star Wars Battlefront 1, and obviously, like, combine that with Project Scorpio, it's going to be one of the most beautiful games you're going to play. Like, the thing is you get really into the combat because of everything going on. Obviously, the small little details they've added. So obviously, we got to play the map Theed, which is from Episode 1. And obviously, Episode 1 is not the best film out of all of them.
Yeah.
Right? Everyone looks at Episode 1 and it's like, oh, it's such a disappointment. Even though I've got fond memories, it was my first Star Wars film. Right? It's not that it wasn't the best film, and honestly, it looks incredible. Like being able to control the droids. I played as the clones personally, so I was just shooting droids out, and it's just kind of a really immersive experience.
Yeah, that's the weird thing. So I haven't got like many like fond memories of Episode 1.
Yeah.
But I was looking at this level, and it's just so colourful, and it looks so different to anything in Battlefront 1 that you're just like, you know, this looks great. Like I was suddenly like, oh, yeah, maybe Episode 1 wasn't so bad.
Yeah,
you know?
But it's the thing. It's just like the 3 stages, like kind of holding the throne room, kind of holding that second area, and then also like the first thing when you're trying to kind of disable the assault. The
assault tanks coming down.
And you're just trying to hold it off, and like visually, you just get sucked in, and like everything going on, like kind of seeing fighters going above you, kind of explosions going on around, like the sound, the noise. It's just one of those games that you'll just find yourself playing over and over and over again.
So the second thing I wanted to talk to you about is I see that there's the kind of character customization stuff seems to have changed. Can you just sort of talk us through what's going on here?
So obviously Star Wars Battlefront 1 had no customization at all, pretty much. You pretty much chose your gun, you chose your cards, like grenades, jetpack and all that sort of stuff. Star Wars Battlefront 2 has a whole new class system, so you've got Assault, you've got Officer, you've got Heavy, and you've got Specialist. Those are the 4 classes that you can choose from. Now, I'm me being me, right? I kind of stuck to the Assault and the Heavy class. The Heavy class was my personal favorite because I felt like that was the class to do the most damage, and you can just tear people up because you've got, obviously you still have 3 abilities, which have little cooldowns themselves, and you can use them throughout, and you can, like, there's different ones that you can choose from to kind of fit your personal playstyle.
Yeah, sure.
So personally, I had like the portable shield, so you could pop that, and then your character would go from first person to third person. However, if you crouched, it was really hard for enemies to take you out, so you could just take on people really easily. Then you also had the pretty much, which was pretty cool, just like this sentry gun, effectively. Where you
this is the Heavy class.
Yeah, Heavy class, and you can just tear people up. So if you were just kind of like, you pop the second ability, people are running through a doorway, and you just pop that, and you're just like, and it's just like you get so many kills. And then obviously third little grenade launcher. But the class customization is brilliant. So you've got a choice of different guns, different abilities, and obviously each class has their own individual role that they kind of fill out.
Yeah, it's interesting because I know like one of the kind of criticisms of the first one is it sometimes felt like you were just throwing endless soldiers at each other, and there wasn't like much shape to the battles.
Yeah, like that's the thing. Everyone didn't have their own personality to their classes, and now you have the ability to add that personality, and whether it's kind of choosing a specific class, because obviously you want like an officer to help boost everyone else in your group, then you want the Heavy to be able to like hold down corridors, do damage, then the Assault for rushing. I didn't have too much time with Specialists, but that seemed pretty fun as well. I think that is the key to Star Wars Battlefront 2. Tons of choice, and just kind of getting involved in the battle.
One thing I just got to add to this, like I can't help but noticing you're playing a lot of this in first person.
Yeah.
Isn't it like, I thought you were meant to play in third person? Isn't that like Battlefront's thing?
Yeah, like, I understand this. Like everyone always like third person, and there's so many benefits playing in third person because you can hug a wall, you can see who's coming at you. But there's been a few changes into Star Wars Battlefront 2 where sometimes it's actually beneficial to play as first person.
Right.
Just in terms of like controlling your weapon and kind of like bursting, and you'll notice that when you go into third person, when you use like the shield ability of the heavy, you notice a difference in the control of the weapon, which is a big thing. And I just love playing in first person. It's just really immersive and it's pretty cool.
So another thing I want to talk about, they seem to have changed the hero system.
Yeah.
We've got this new
combat
kind of,
points, yeah.
Yeah, kind of battle points, so
Yeah, battle
currency.
points, yeah.
Can you just sort of tell us a little bit about this? And I also spot a new hero in the mix, Rey.
Yeah.
So I'd like to
badass.
know. I'd like to know a little bit more about that.
So pretty much, battle points are the new thing in Star Wars Battlefront 2. Everything you do in the game, whether it's killing enemies, playing objectives, getting assists, earn you battle points. And then you can use those battle points to buy certain things, whether it's like a vehicle, or be a particular trooper for a bit, like a jetpack trooper.
Yeah.
Or if you get 5,000, right, which it sounds a lot, you can become a hero, whether that's Rey, whether that's Han Solo, Darth Maul, or Boba Fett in the build we played. And oh my god, when you finally become a hero, it is incredible. So I always tended to go for Rey, just because I was always on the clone army, didn't have a chance to play Darth Maul. But Rey...
I see Darth Maul murdered you a few times.
Yeah, he just comes flying at you out of nowhere and you're just like, God damn it! Why? But honestly, you can... So when you're playing as Rey, you got 3 abilities. You've got this kind of Jedi mind trick ability, which apparently inverts the other player's controller. So it kind of like makes it difficult for them while you're fighting against them, which is pretty cool. However, the 2 that matter for me was 1, being able to see people through walls. So is in like kind of this congested area, and you can be like, all right, cool, I can go in now, and then use your death charge ability. Yeah. And just like murder everyone.
Yeah, I saw you got a couple of some pretty impressive sort of streaks by just sort of charging in.
But it's also a thing. I like how in this build they're not as overpowered as they were in Battlefront 1. So if you do get in situations where you're outnumbered and there's grenades going off, you're going to get killed. And that's the thing. They're not overpowered. But they are worth their battle points, and if you get one and use it properly, it can change the tide of a battle. However, they're not just like run into 500 people, you're going to come out alive.
I like that it's no longer tied to the tokens. Yeah, because in the first game it sometimes felt like sort of luck whether you were near it.
Well, the thing is, it's one of those situations as well. Is you'd finally get one, you get killed as you pick it up, and you're just like, why, why? But this one, you can actually earn them. I think that's the biggest thing. I think Star Wars Battlefront 2 is all about kind of giving you the best experience possible. You get to have so much choice in customization. If you want to play as a hero, you've got that chance to play as a hero because you earn the battle points in the game. You can play as Rey, you can play as Han Solo, you can play as Darth Maul, right?
So is it only one at a time again?
No, so effectively you can have however many heroes are in that map. Yeah. So you can have Han Solo and Rey at the same time.
But you can't have 2 Reys. You can't have like everyone couldn't activate Rey at the same time. No, you can't.
So if someone else is Rey at that moment in time, it's grayed out and you can't be Rey.
Okay, right.
Because otherwise, I think it just would be a little bit ridiculous. There's just like loads of Reys running and you'd be like, I'm confused.
So another little point I wanted to talk about, and it kind of continues on from the heroes. Obviously, Rey, Han Solo, they aren't Episode 1 heroes.
No.
So like, how does that kind of feel? Because like here we're looking at a little bit of Han Solo action.
Yeah.
This sort of mashup thing, do you dig it?
The thing is, I think every Star Wars fan is going to dig it because everyone's got their personal favourite heroes and characters across the generations. And Star Wars Battlefront 2 is going to give you that choice to play as who you want to be. And obviously there's so many different abilities and options, and then there's even the customization on the heroes on top of that. And it's just going to work so nicely. I kind of felt Han Solo wasn't as powerful, right, in this particular build. Because obviously in Star Wars Battlefront 1, if you're Han Solo, right, you're just going to tear things up. But another thing to think about as well is you can get health regeneration as a hero, which you obviously couldn't really get in Battlefront 1. So just stay out battle a little bit, kind of build it up, let yourself get the best advantage, get your health back, makes a big difference. But across the eras of Star Wars, I think no one's going to complain about it because it is genuinely awesome. Yeah,
one of the things I actually really love is how they have their music from their specific films. So like when Rey comes in, you get a bit of her like Force Awakens theme, and when Han Solo dies, you get like the sad music from Empire Strikes Back, and
it's heartbreaking.
Yeah. It needs like a little Wookiee roar in the background.
That is a new addition. Where are the Wookiee heroes? That's the question.
Yeah, where are the Wookiees? Won't someone think of the Wookiees? So for the last point, I want to talk talk about, just very briefly, some new vehicles.
Yep.
We see you playing on the AT-RT. Can you just sort of give us a little breakdown of what this is about?
One thing is, right, once again, you get the vehicles with battle points, so that whether that's like an X-Wing or a TIE Fighter, you use your battle points to get that. So whatever you're doing in the game, right, you don't need to go find the tokens on the map. You can do what you want to do. So if you want to be in the air, if you want to fight in the air, you want to fight in a vehicle, earn the battle points. It's not too difficult to do that. Just get involved with the battle, and you can get what you want. So I tried the AT-RT. Which is a lot of fun. All right, I'm not gonna lie. Even though I felt like I got a bit destroyed in it at times,
a little bit.
It's a little one of those things. You have to get used to the vehicles and how they play in the battle, where their strengths are, where their weaknesses are, and how to get the best out of them. But I love the fact that you don't have to rely on finding a token. You can do what you want to do, and you can change the battle in that way.
It looks like a fun vehicle as well. Like you're sort of
chomping
around. It looks like you've got very fast like turning speed.
Yeah.
So you're basically like a mobile gun turret.
Yeah, and the thing is as well is for the enemy team, you kind of see it and you'd be like, oh my god, but you can just kind of focus on the driver and take them out that way.
Right.
Because it's not overpowered. Like, I think that's one of the things I found. It's really well balanced at the moment. With vehicles and all that sort of stuff. Like when you're coming up against the proper tanks as well from the droid army. Like, oh my god.
Yeah,
it's cool.
It's quite funny actually in this footage watching the giant like assault vehicle kind of heading down the street, which you're trying to like hold off in the first phase.
Yeah, so you're shooting iron cannons at it, which then would kind of half their reinforcements in the next phase. So they'd either have 100 or 50. So if you manage to reduce it down, you'd get them down to 50, so you've got a better chance of holding off the next phase.
It just seeing it come down the street reminds me of the vehicle in Overwatch.
Oh god, yes, yes.
Because everyone's just like gathered around this giant thing trying to kind of batter it.
Escort the payload.
Yeah.
Get the payload to the objective.
Yeah,
that is exactly it. Yeah.
It's Star Wars Battlefront 2, Overwatch 2.
Escort the payload.
Yeah.
Overwatch.
Well, thanks for talking us through this, Benny. This looks absolutely amazing. You know, there's so much going on with this game. Like, I'm incredibly excited to play. We haven't actually seen the single-player campaign yet either. So
I think that's the thing as well. At EA Play, we actually got talked through by the lady that plays the main character.
Oh, okay, right.
I think it's going to be pretty awesome. It's kind of bridge that gap between Episode 6 and The Force Awakens.
Yeah.
So this kind of like expands on that story. So if you're a Star Wars fan, the campaign's there for you. But the multiplayer, from what I played so far, you're absolutely going to love it. Whether you're a hardcore first-person shooter fan or just like a casual fan, it's got something for everyone. And hands down, one of my favourite games that I've played so far. It's a game I was looking forward to. And if you're also looking forward to it and enjoy what you've seen so far, let us know in the comments below. And if you are new to the channel, right, make sure to hit that subscribe button, because we've got loads more E3 content coming right here on Xbox On. Loads more games, loads more console stuff, loads of Xbox news. It's going to be awesome. I can't wait.
Yeah, and we'll see you again soon.
Yeah, right, drop a thumbs up. See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.